Okay, so welcome everyone who is joining us and on the recording, but also welcome to everyone here tonight. So tonight, this call is really about just giving you some basic information about the Healy. Sorry about that. Also to answer quite a few questions. So we've got quite a few people in our team now, and I know there's a lot of questions that we have on the business sort of side of things. So I want to let you know about the special that's coming up. I also promised to let you know about how if you have people who are interested, or if you're interested in yourself, but you don't have the money right now, how there is an opportunity for you to be able to get a Healy for yourself without actually putting any money down. So I'll go into that a little bit soon as well. And yeah, there's quite a few things that I wanted to cover tonight. But first of all, I'll start off with a bit of an overview, because I know there's some people who'll be watching this who haven't even really come across the Healy yet. So I thought I'll do a quick presentation on that, and then we can dive in. And if you have any questions at all, if you're here on the call and you have some questions, then we'll field them at the end as well. Okay, so let me just share my screen. Oh, I get to choose what I share. Awesome. And I have to work out which one it is. Okay, I think let's try this. All right, so this is fun. Ooh. Okay, hang on one second. Let me go back into here. That didn't work. Oh, it's always fun, isn't it? Share. Okay, desktop, that's what we want. Okay. Awesome, here we are. So let me see if this will work. All right. No. Oh, here we go. Yay, it's working. All right, so I'm just going to go into my slideshow here and move this over here. All right, so Healy is the next evolution of health, healing, and freedom. So I'm sure that we've all heard of Nikola Tesla, and particularly right now, it's very interesting at this point in time when we're in this real quantum shift. I would think there's an awakening kind of happening, and there's so many different things going on right now. And Nikola Tesla's work is becoming more and more prevalent right now, and a lot of people are saying that with this whole upheaval that we're having right now, that a lot of his technologies are actually going to come to light because they have been buried, which is interesting. So this will be a really interesting time, I think, for the planet moving forward. And he has to say that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So the human body is comprised of 9 systems, and what actually makes these systems? We have tissues and organs. And what are tissues and organs made of? They're made of cells. And what actually makes the cells? We have molecules. What makes a molecule? Atoms. What makes an atom? Subatomic particles. And what makes a subatomic particle is energy. So there's been more and more of myself. I've worked with frequency healing. I'm actually a kinesiologist. I probably should have introduced myself. My name's Paige from Paige Haynes Kinesiology. And I found this beautiful little tool, the Healy, quite recently. And before I became a kinesiologist and a teacher of kinesiology, I actually worked with frequency healing with a thing called reconnective healing. And I could never measure the frequency coming from my hands and the work that I was doing, but it feels extremely similar to what's coming with the Healy. And what I love about it is that I don't have to use my hands with the Healy. It's just a little machine that does it for us, but it works on the same level, and I can feel it working in the same way. And yeah, that's what we're working with the Healy. So before we even start, and when you're speaking to your people, it's really important that we have this disclaimer. Now, it does say here Healy is a medical device, and it is. It's recognized as a medical device in Europe and also in the United States. Here in Australia right now, we have TGA approval for the Time Waver, which is the parent company and the parent technology to the Healy. There is talk that it will be tagged on to the Time Waver, and that potentially we can actually sit Healy underneath that already. However, I need more clarification on that. So technically in Australia right now, it's still under TGA approval. It's still going through that process, but it is recognised as a medical device, both in Europe and the USA, and it's been FDA approved in the USA. So it's a medical device for the treatment of pain in chronic chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeletal pain and migraine, as well as for the supportive treatment of mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorders. All other applications of Healy are not recognised by conventional medicine due to the lack of evidence in the sense of conventional medicine. So that's really important, just to preface your people with when we're working with Healy as well, so there's no, I guess, no confusion there. So Healy, it works on all dimensions of our health and existence. I need to go through these slides because they're not mine. There's a few spelling mistakes, the crossover between German and Australian. So we've got physical, mental, emotional, meridians, chakras, bioenergetic field, and learning. And what excites me about this is that with the work of kinesiology that I do, and in a lot of natural sort of health realms, these are the things that we focus on. We'll bring them all together. And the fact that the Healy is doing the same thing just blows my mind. So yeah, it's one of the big things that really drew me to it in the first place. So Healy, this little device, which I have one right here too, I've been playing with all day. I'm putting my kids on it, and my mum and everyone. So it analyzes. So it can analyze for specific frequencies in the body that are causing bioenergetic imbalances. And then it can deliver the specific frequencies back to the body, bring the body back into energetic balance or bioenergetic balance. So that's what we're doing with the little device. We have over 144,000 frequencies. It uses a quantum sensor and it's application-based, which means we can use it on smartphones. And although it's not advertised, I have been playing with an iPod lately, so I've been using it on that, and I know other people who have used it on iPad. So yeah, and it seems to be working. So it does advertise only smartphones at this stage, so just keep that in the back of your mind, but I have been playing with it, and so with some of the other team. Okay, so we have, so over here we can see the Healy, this is the Healy microcurrent apps, and that delivers the program to the Healy, and we have some different application modes. So my picture's gone missing here, but we have adhesive electrodes that can actually be stuck onto the body, and that's for localized pain. So you can see that here, where we can stick it onto wherever the pain might be. We have bracelets, which you can see on this person here, and the little clips clip into there. And then we also have ear clip electrodes, which is also more for localized, for learning, for mental stimulation, mental balance, those types of things. So there's 3 different modes that we can use to apply the Healy. So Marcus Schmicke is the founder and inventor of the Time Waver. So the Time Waver is a company that's been around for about 15 years, and they've been using this technology, frequency technology, in Germany and I think the greater Europe for that time. And actually there is a Time Waver here. I know of one practitioner personally. I personally know her. She's been using the Time Waver here for quite some time, and her father's been using it in Europe for the 15 years from what I understand. So he's quite a smart dude, studied physics and philosophy, and I know I've not come across him yet, but I know the others really rave about him. He has a lot of experience, and he is really wanted to bring this technology to the world. And what I love about this, there's so many similarities for me about this, because for kinesiology, in the way that I work with kinesiology, energy kinesiology, it was the same for that. It started in the chiropractic world, and the person who brought it to the general public really had that passion of wanting it to make it available to everyone. So I just really love where this guy's head's at, and that he's really trying to make this available for everyone. So Nuno Nina, bit of a mouthful. He's a specialist for integrative medicine, a clinic director, therapist, and expert in cell biology. He's the developer of the 144,000 gold frequencies, and it has successfully treated thousands of patients worldwide in over 15 years. And apparently he treats a lot of famous people as well. A footballer, I can't remember his name now, but big in, what's his name? Ronaldo? Might be Ronaldo. Anyway, don't quote me on that, but yes, apparently he's up there with all of them, and uses the frequencies on them to help them, recover really quickly from injuries. We have a couple of entrepreneurs who are the financial backing behind this, and apparently they were approached by Amazon not so long ago to take this technology, and they flatly refused. They're very excited. They've put a lot of money into it already, from what I understand, and they're quite accomplished. So there is good backing behind the Healy technology as well. And here we have quite a few scientists behind it as well. So we've got a medical advisor board. You may have seen Dr. Carolyn McMacken in some of the videos that I've shared in the science. And Nina features in a lot of the welcome videos and things for Healy as well. She's wonderful to listen to. She's been using the micros current for a long, long time, and she's excellent to have a look at the videos. And then we've got quite a few other medical professionals there as well. So there is good backing, there is science behind it, there is, you know, there's a lot there, which I'll go and I'll show you where some of these different science papers and things are that you can check out for yourself if you want to go down that track. The Healy effect. Well, yes, I don't really know what to say about that just yet. It's been pretty amazing in my own life. But let's take a little look. So we've also got quite a few different products in the suite. So we have a cloud when we use the Healy Advisor app, where we can add clients into, but there is also a number of other products available as well. So we have the Healy Watch. So it's a wearable watch, much like your smartwatches, except this takes a lot more of your kind of personal in terms of blood pressure and all sorts of other things. I haven't looked deeply into this yet, but that is available. We also have there's quite a few other things that are coming along. So there's an artificial intelligence thing, I think this is coming soon, where you'll be able to enter in a condition and it will be able to tell you back what programs would be best to run for that. That isn't developed just yet, but it's in the process, and I heard it was launching very soon. So that's kind of cool too. So it's developing all of the time, and there are other products in the suite that you can access to. There's also a digital nutrition one, which I'm really keen to start once we get past this upgrade special and stuff, to start diving into as well and having a look at. Okay, just got to get my mouse to work. All right, and that sort of talks a little bit more about that too. I'm not going to go into those in depth right now, but there's a Healy Advisor coach, which can help match the Healy programs for your individual requirements. I'm actually hoping that we'll be able to do some training and different things for the practitioners in our group. I have addressed that with the powers that be and said, you know, I really would love to roll that out in Australia. So hopefully we'll be having a lot more information coming through. And this is more about the watch. So yeah, there's a whole heap of things it does. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm not a big watch fan, so I probably won't go there. But anyway, for anyone who is, my son is, he loves his smart watches and things, so he'll probably put his hand up for that one. Okay, so launching Healy. This is what we're doing right at the moment, guys. We are right in the launch phase. It's been in Australia for maybe 2 months. It's taken off. It's going like wild cakes, hot cakes, I don't know. Wildfire. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. So yes, it's been incredible. Right now we're in the launch phase or pre-launch phase, and really the aim is to attract like-minded people to the Healy community that are driven by impact, optimal wellness and a freedom lifestyle. Because there is the business side behind this, there is just the product, and I think the product's amazing on its own, but I am excited by what the business can offer, particularly for I think for people in the health and wellness arena anyway. It seems to me, for me, it's just a beautiful add-on product to what I already do, but also can take, you know, can add an extra income stream to my business also by supporting my clients as well. So there's a lot of different directions you can take it. Okay, so it says here 10 months young and fastest growing. Now, I think it's actually probably more like 12 months now, because I think it was launched last February, so it might even be a little bit more than that. But it was launched in Europe, and it was literally launched 2 months ago in Australia, so it's very new here. It's a category creator, so there's no current or near future competition. So there's nothing else like it. And the funny story for me was I actually was talking to a friend who works with a bioresonance machine, which is quite expensive to have in your clinic. Like they can be about $30,000. And I thought to myself at the time, I was like, wow, I'd love something like that, but a personalized one for people. And I'd love something affordable that I could, you know, work with, and then I could help them work with, you know, and then this turned up for me. So thank you. I manifested it. You're very welcome there. But literally probably a month later, 2 months later, I was told about this, and yeah, it's just gone crazy since then. So conscious and spiritual founders, owner, leaders and community. It's financially backed by a conscious investor and a Euro billionaire. So he's already invested over 100 million euro and will continue to fund this. So that's kind of cool. So it has a 13-year-old German market leading company, which I told you about before, the Time Wave, which you can look into. There's a lot of information out there on that. Amazon attempted to purchase it, but they won't sell. They're not interested in selling, which is great news for us. The Healy device is built in Germany and by engineers. Now, I really love this because I'm an engineer myself. I used to be an engineer and I've worked in Germany, so I know that they train their engineers amazingly in Germany. I'm a big fan of German. And it's the first ever Class 2 medical device to be in network marketing. Okay, so that's what we mean about being a leader, and there's nothing coming close to actually touching us at this same time. So I was going to update this for Australian prices actually, and I kind of ran out of time, but we have some different packages. I'll actually skip through this because I would prefer to show you what I have on this, but there are different levels. And I guess what you need to know about that is that you start at the Healy Gold. There is a Healy Holistic Health, and then Healy Holistic Health Plus, and then Healy Resonance, and they all have a different price point. But what I'm going to go through in a few minutes when I show this, I'll stop sharing this one and I'll go to another, because I'll show you what it is in Australian dollars, and I'll also explain what's in each of the packages, which I think is helpful. All right, so that's back to our Q&A, which I'll leave for a few minutes just because we're going to do that a little bit later. Next steps. Okay, so start your Healy journey for your personal optimal well-being. Fast start your Healy journey and help others, and become a part of the launch of Healy and the movement to evolve wellness. All right, and I'll just check. Thank you. But we're not done yet. So, okay. I'm going to escape out of this one because I would like to skip and show you at this stage. Sorry, I'm a little bit, yeah, this presentation is the first time I've done it, if you haven't noticed. So I need to polish it a little bit more. Just going to check if there's anything else. Okay, so let me get out of here. I might just stop the share for now. Awesome. So what I'm going to do now is just show you what else, sorry, those packages that I was talking about. Here we go, because it will be easier, I think, to see them. Let's have a look. This is the frequencies and flows group. So if you're not, I'm assuming you would be in here already if you're on this call. But here, I shared that in here today because a few minutes ago. All right, not sure if you can see this. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Okay, so if you have a look here, we have the gold, the Healy Gold, and we can see at the moment it's approximately, I don't know how right that is, $905. So they've I actually don't think that's right at this point in time. No, it's not. Okay, so we have the Healy Gold, and it's here, and it's actually at about $793, but this is subject to change, and we also have a bit of money for postage, so you just have to take that into consideration. I think it's about 50 Singapore dollars, so I believe it's around about $875. That's what it was a couple of weeks ago. It might be slightly less because I think the exchange rate's a little bit better. But what we have in the Healy Gold package, it's the entry level package, and the only difference in the package, we get the same hardware, which is the little device and all of the cords and all of that sort of stuff, all of the pads and everything. That all remains the same. The only thing that changes is the amount of programs that you get and what programs you get. So for the Healy Gold, which is your base level right now, you get the 7 gold cycles. And in that we have pure care, balance, being, energy, relax, release. And then you also get to choose one program of your choice. Now, at the moment, or as of Wednesday, and which is why one of the reasons I'm doing this call, is that we have an upgrade special. So right now, or from Wednesday and including Thursday, so it's a 48-hour special, you will, if you buy the Healy Gold at about $700, $800-ish, you will actually get an upgrade to the Healy Holistic Health at no charge. Okay, and so the Healy Holistic Health has the gold, which are amazing cycles. I'm going to say with the gold, I've actually had the best results with gold. Emma, who's on this call tonight and introduced me to Healy, she had a horrible back, was on the floor, couldn't get up, and gold is what got her up. It was actually gold energy, I believe. And I have used it. We also used it for a client of mine, a little girl who had a problem with her foot, who'd seen a lot of different practitioners. And I think I muscle tested her because we hadn't worked out the Analyze app at that stage. And we worked out that she needed, I'm pretty sure it was relax. Oh, no, it might have been release. It was release. And that is actually meant to be for the pain program. So, and we saw amazing results with that. So I think the gold is gold, personally. So it's a brilliant foundational one, but the Healy Holistic Health comes with the gold program, but it also comes with the pain and psyche program, the bioenergetic balance 1 and 2. And within that, oh gosh, there's probably another, in each of the bioenergetic balances, there's probably about 8 or 9 programs in each of them. We have mental balance, which has several other programs within that. We have meridians 1 and 2, sleep, and skin. And I actually believe, for value of money, that the Healy Holistic Health is probably one of the best ones, and also for the programs that are available if you are on a budget, and particularly right now, because for the price of the gold, you get the Healy Holistic Health. Now, it is usually, okay, so the price on that one is at the moment about $15.85, and I think you may pay postage on that one as well. So just understand that Australian dollars. We then have, sorry, my phone's buzzing, Healy Holistic Health Plus, and that one has all of the programs. Okay, so you also get the ones that I just mentioned, plus learning, fitness, job, beauty, chakras, protection, and basically it's saying that it contains more than 120 Healy programs on 16 program pages. So it's brilliant. The only thing that you miss out on with the Holistic Health Plus is the Analyze feature, and that comes with the Healy Resonance. And so the Resonance has all of the programs plus the feature of being able to analyze the body and see what's going on for it. So if you don't have the Analyze, you literally just use intuition, or if you're one of my students and you know muscle testing, or you can teach yourself muscle testing, you can actually muscle test as well. I'm finding that really great as well as an extra tool to use. And if anyone is going to be joining our team and doesn't know how to muscle test, that'll be something that I'll probably do a bit of some workshops in, just to help you so you feel confident in that. So if we just take a look at those prices again, right now Healy Gold's around about the $7.93 plus postage. Healy Holistic Health, which has the gold program plus 6 others, is $15.85 Australian. Healy Holistic Health Plus is $23.83 Aussie, and then the Resonance is $3,974. Now, as I said before, with the upgrade special, you get the next level up. So if you are wanting the Resonance right now, as of Wednesday the 22nd and Thursday the 23rd, you can get that for 2,400-ish Australian dollars instead of 4,000-ish Australian dollars. So this is where I entered. You're making a saving of about $1,300 straight up. No, more than that, 1,700, by that, 1,600 maybe. So that is amazing. And I will say that I'm really loving the Resonance because I am able to analyze. But if your budget's not there, then there are options right now as well, which is kind of exciting. So I'm just going to take that. I might just go back, stop the share for now, and just see if we have any questions at this stage. Has anyone got any questions right now? No? You'll have to unmute because I can't hear you if you do have any.
I was just saying, Paige, I just want mine to come.
Oh, it's not here yet.
Not here yet. I was
you
hoping
ordered.
that I would.
Yeah, you ordered a bit later, didn't you?
I ordered a bit later. I was hoping that I'd be able to have a play before this special.
Yes,
so.
I know. It's been a bit frustrating with the postage, unfortunately. Yes, I feel your frustration. Jen, did yours arrive today? I just saw Jen on the call here too. Did yours arrive today, Jen?
Yes, I got it. It's actually on Bentley right now.
Awesome. But Megan, Jen ordered a week before you, so
yeah.
So yes,
that's all right.
But I think you're probably the last one, Jen, to receive it. So, like out of that first group that ordered, yeah. So that's exciting. That's good that Bentley's got it on him. Okay, so what I wanted to run through now was the fast start, no money down that I was talking about. Okay, so if everyone's happy and doesn't have any questions right now, we'll come back to questions as well. Okay, so we'll go back into that. I'm just going to mute you, Anne. All right, so let's go back in here. Getting very good at this screen sharing business. Rightio. So what I wanted to show you and how we can, sorry, just got to find it. This might be it. No. Okay, maybe I'm not being so good at this. Go away. I can't move the thing. All right, how do I move that away? Oh, gosh, it won't let me access my tabs. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it's it. No. Yes, okay, this is the fast start. And back up there. What it is saying here. So I have already done this, and I know a few of you are already on your way to doing this. Essentially, the fast start promotion means when you buy, and it doesn't matter what level you buy in, you're eligible for this. But when you buy a Healy, you automatically if you can qualify that if you can sell 3 within 30 days, then you will get an upgrade. So the same way our upgrade special is working, if you're on the gold, you'll get upgraded to the Healy Holistic Health. If you're on the Healy Holistic Health, you go up to the Healy Holistic Health Plus, and so on. If you buy a resonance and you sell 3, it doesn't matter what sort you sell. You can sell 3 golds, you can sell 3 resonances, it doesn't matter, but you will get a free resonance. So right now with this deal on, it's incredible because it means essentially if you know 3 people that are willing to buy it, even if it's at the gold level, you've already got yourself 2 Healys for the price of $2,500 or $2,400 instead of $4,000. So essentially you're paying $1,200 per Healy for a resonance, which means if you're in business and you want to use it in your business, you've got an extra one straight off the bat. So you've got 2. And I'm really looking forward to it because that means I can leave one upstairs with my kids and my partner, and I can have one down in my clinic. And I'm looking to actually capitalize on that again, where I will, potentially have another person under me or buy another one in the special and put 3 more people underneath so I can build up how many I have. But I'm looking to use it in the clinic as well. And I know a few of you are looking at that too. Now, the kicker for this is even if you do not have a Healy and you become a member, which is free, it doesn't cost anything, and you recommend 3 people and they buy, and this is where it explains it here if you want to read that, and they buy a Healy Holistic Health Plus or a resonance. So at the moment, a Healy Holistic Health is about that $2,400, but they'll get an upgrade if they buy this week to that resonance. If they buy that or that, you receive 8% commission, okay, so compensation on each of those sales. And I'll tell you how much that is soon. I'll look at the compensation plan with you quickly soon. But the best thing is you then get your own gold, your Healy Gold. Okay, so that's the entry level one, but it's enough to start playing with, particularly if you don't have the cash right now. So if you are a practitioner, if you're in natural health, if you're a coach, if you're whatever you are, or if you just know a lot of people who could really use a magical little machine like this, who, have health issues, but cash isn't such a problem for them right now, or they'll be able to see the opportunity and the value in this, then all you have to do is recommend it. Okay, now I am more than happy to assist anyone who wants to borrow mine or wants to bring people here in the next few days, to let them see and feel it or whatever. Like, so you just need to get in touch with me if that is you, okay? Because I'm more than happy to do that. And this time is really awesome because of the upgrade special. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I just love how many opportunities this company is giving us to grow a business. So even if you don't even have any money, you can get into this, which is really super exciting. So if it's speaking to you and you really want to do it, then, you know, just start to share this information. Okay, so what I wanted to show you quickly as well is the compensation plan. So I have never really, I've been in probably 4 or 5 MLMs over the years. And I've never had to look at a compensation plan because they've never really gone anywhere for me, but this company is. And so I have taken some time to look at it. I have shared a video in the Frequencies and Flow group, and I really love anyone who is wanting to make a business out of this to watch it, because this compensation plan document makes no sense unless you've read it, unless you've watched it. But what I'm going to do is explain to you quickly about the direct bonus, which is just one way you can earn, but I think there's like 6 or 7 ways that you can earn. Okay, so the direct bonus, and what I was talking about before about earning 8% commission if you don't have a Healy already. So that's if you become a member and people start to buy under you. So becoming a member means you just sign up, but you don't buy anything, and that's completely fine. But you can sell. Okay, so you can get 8% commission. Now what that means is every level, so here we have Healy Gold, Healy Holistic Health, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Healy Gold has a 250 PV. So when I talk percentages, you're getting a percentage of the PV for each of the machines, okay? Healy Holistic Health has a 500 PV, Healy Holistic Health Plus 750, Healy Resonance is 1250. So if you have no Healy, you earn 8% on all of that. Now, when you calculate that out at 8%, but just for, okay, 8%'s down here, that means that you get €20. Okay, so you're earning €20 off it, because that the PV then directly relates to euro. Okay, so if you sell the Healy Holistic Health Plus, which is what you need to sell, or a Healy Resonance to get that upgrade special, you get 60 or €100 just for selling it and recommending it. Okay, but as we go up the line, we can see that the commissions are quite good. When you own a Resonance, you get 40%. Okay, so off a Gold, you earn €100. Off a Healy Holistic Health, you earn €200. Off a Healy Holistic Health Plus, you earn €300. And a Healy Resonance, you earn €500. Okay, so then it drops to 36%, 33%, and 30%. So that is your Healy Holistic Health Plus percentage, Healy Holistic Health percentage, and then Healy Gold percentage. Okay, I just wanted you to know that, because that is the direct bonus when you straight up. Okay, I was a bit confused about what the 40% was of, so that's explaining it there. It's of the PV. Okay, so that's pretty exciting, and it can add up. Now, if you do know anything about compensation plans, Healy runs on a binary compensation plan, and I know there's been a little bit of confusion over that. Essentially what it means is that you have 2 legs and that you need to put people on both sides. Okay, and you want the legs to be kind of evened out, because you end up making 15% per month on your weakest leg, but on both sides. Okay, so in this example, I don't want to go too deeply into this. If you need to know more about this, I would say please watch the video. It's awesome. I could be here all night trying to explain this, and I'm not the most brilliant at it, but I do know that what you want to do, just to save confusion, is to know that you just want to put people, try and even out your legs in the back end. Now, I will show you where that looks like in the back end in just a minute. Actually, we'll go there now. All right, so when I talk about the back end, I'm talking about your dashboard, and you just go to this link here, partner.healyworld.net, log in, and you can log into your account. Okay. So once you are a member, you have access to all of this. Okay, so see here, it has my left leg and my right leg, and they're a little bit topsy-turvy at the moment, but all of my points haven't been put in there as yet. But what that means is if I was to be paid commission right now, I'd be paid off 1,750 and 15% of that, and that left leg would be the same as that. They would even it out. They always take your weaker leg. Okay. But what I really want to draw your attention to, we can talk about that more later. That's probably not that important just yet, but it will be as you go into business. Right, in here we have the most important thing I think when you're growing right now is your tools. Okay, so in your tools you have my links. Now, if you're wanting to share the Healy with someone and they're keen to become a member, they're keen to buy whatever it is, and this is important for right now, you can go into your links and you have referral links here. So this is your shop. So that's if someone just wants to be a customer. They don't want to be a member. They don't want to have to, you know, recommend it to anyone. They don't want to get commissions, okay? So they just want to shop. You would send them your link. You click on that and you copy it and you send it to that. You also have a personalized website. Okay, so this is the English one. As you can see, it's got different languages there. So we've got German, English, French, Italian, Dutch. Don't even know what the other ones are, but they're all there. Okay, so then you also have some roadshow links, which are when there's events, I think you can share the roadshow information. I haven't really looked into that, to be perfectly honest. But the most important one down the bottom, I think, is become a member. Okay, so what you want to do is copy and paste that one for anyone who's interested in becoming a member and share that. Okay, because what that means then is then you are put in there as their sponsor. Okay, so that's probably the most important thing. Also in here, we have downloads. Okay, and in there you have brochures, you have a lot of the documents that I've shared in Frequencies and Flow, actually. And there's great. So if you're ever looking for anything, the manual's in there, all sorts. Oh my, yeah. Sorry. Okay. And what you can do at the top here is choose English, because that cuts out a lot of craziness. And you can also choose your category. So if you're only wanting to look for a brochure, compensation plans, blah, 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 it'll take you through what the categories are, but there is all of that there for you. Okay. So if someone wants a brochure, you can jump in here and share it. Also, you would have gotten a heap of videos for those who've joined the business already in your welcome video, in your welcome email. All of these videos are available in the back end, and they take you through step by step of setting up your Healy, how to use it, and these are all in the back end as well, so you don't have to keep referring back to that. And again, you may want to select English, because again, we have all of these different languages in here. Can't see it, but anyway, yeah, there. Okay, so then that will show up your English videos there as well. So I just wanted to draw your attention to that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You can also sign up someone yourself. You can register new partners under my organization. Okay, and so you can then go through and sign somebody up. You just need either to have them on the phone, so you can create a username and password and you can get their details from them. But that's a quick way to do it. And what I'm going to say to you is, if you do have anyone interested, sign them up before Wednesday, because the system has crashed before when there was the upgrade special at the beginning of the month, and we don't want that to happen again. I had a couple of people miss out, so I don't want that to happen again. So if you want to, send that link out to them sooner rather than later, or get them signed up, in the next day or two before Wednesday. Tomorrow probably is the best. Okay, so here as well, you can see my organization. You'll probably see a few names, but you can then also put them, the tree genealogy, that shows you where people are sitting. Okay, so don't mind the names. Oh, and then, okay, so that shows you, oops, I haven't how to do that. Okay, so then you've got people underneath you, and that's that left and right leg, and you just need to keep putting left and right, left and right, left and right, which is the game I'm playing right now. But up here under there, you have unplaced partners. So when you have unplaced partners, it's important to have a bit of a think about it for yourself, because after 2 weeks, if they sit in unplaced for more than 2 weeks, the system will place them wherever it thinks, and there's no rhyme or reason to where they place them. So you may want to place them yourself just to avoid that. In the beginning, it's probably not such a big deal, but as you get through, so you can see here, I've got a couple that I need to put. But once you've done it, you can't change it either, okay? Right now, it really doesn't matter, because we're just trying to go left and right, left and right, left and right to even them out. But yeah, in the future it might. So just be mindful of that, and you want to be able to place them and have that control. Okay. All right. I think that's all I wanted to cover there. Okay, the other thing I wanted to have a quick look at is transfer-wise. So in your back end, you have your profile, and in that you have, I probably shouldn't be showing you all of this. I think I'll go back out of that. But in your profile, so get back to my dashboard, you can go to account settings and you can update things, and in that you will be updating your account details, your bank account details. Now what we've found and what's been recommended through the company is to use website TransferWise, and I found it really, really great. So you get a much better transfer rate from euro to Australian dollars than what you will through the bank. So in your back end, you can put in, instead of your bank account that you have in there, your Australian bank account, you can transfer it to being a TransferWise account. Okay, it's very simple to set up. I've sent the link into our group. When you get set up, if you want to go this option, there is also a referral link. So the link I've sent you is a referral link. When you get 3 people signing up, they give you a $90 bonus as well. So that's kind of nice. So you can use that for your team as you move forward as well. But it's a really great one. It means that you're saving money in the transfer of the euro to the dollar. And I'd recommend doing that. Okay, a couple of other things that I really wanted to draw your attention to as well was, in the Healy manual, we have a heap of summaries of studies. Okay, now Emma and I have both come up against someone who was really poo-pooing the whole idea of frequency healing, that this device doesn't do anything and blah, blah, blah. Jen, you know about that as well. This is where I would be directing anyone who wants to know more, who wants to see the studies, who wants to dig deeper into it, because there is a lot of information here. It isn't just, you know, woo-woo stuff. It's science behind it. And this, you know, you can see here all the studies and case reports and all of these types of things. However, we must come back to that disclaimer as well, okay? And we're not, you know, claiming that this will heal everyone. We're not doing that. However, there is a lot of different studies and things behind stuff. So behind the Healy. So you can look, I mean, it just goes on for pages and pages and pages. This is in the manual. And the manual's in your back end, but it's also in the frequencies and flows page, okay? So even if you want to go through and have a look at these, you can probably look all of these studies up and read them through, okay? So, and it might be a nice, oh, I've just seen that my internet's not good. It might be a nice way to build your confidence and also to see what sort of things that, that the Healy has helped before as well. Okay, so that's that. And then, as I said before, the disclaimer. Oh, we also have contraindications. Okay, so this is also in the manual, and this is right at the beginning. And I just want to draw your attention to, it's not for use by pregnant women. They haven't tested it on pregnant women, like many, many things. You know, it's one of those things. Not for use with those with epilepsy either. Do not place the electrodes directly on the eyes, covering the mouth, or on the front of the neck, especially the carotid sinus, or on the chest or the upper back through and across the heart, okay? I also believe that it doesn't, here we go. Microcurrent treatment must not be performed when metallic foreign bodies are in the area of treatment. Pacemakers or implanted defibrillators are present. Bleeding, risk of bleeding or embolism are present. Treatments must not be performed on areas of the skin that have been treated radiotherapeutically or have a sensory disorder, or if the user has a fever, okay? So we're not to be using it in those cases. So these are all good things to know, especially if you're a practitioner. So we don't want to be, you know, putting it on someone incorrectly. Also, within the framework of this, if amalgam fillings are present within the teeth, the application can lead to mobilization of the heavy metals in the cells of the body. So it's not directly from the dental filling themselves, but it can induce that sort of detoxification thing happening, particularly if you have amalgam fillings. Now, someone actually said in one of the groups I'm on that they could taste metal in their mouth as they were doing it. I always take that as a detoxing type of thing, but yes, that can happen. So just be aware of that. Also, as we start to, as people start to shift things with the Healy, things like blood thinners, anti-diabetics, blood pressure lowering medication, hormonal stuff, and beta blockers could, may need to be a change in the dose of the medication. Okay, so just to, I guess, being aware that if your people have any of those issues, that could be something that they'll have to monitor for themselves. Also, it's really, they're not saying that we can use it for children. I have been using it on my kids. They do say it's up to the parent or the guardian as to whether or not you use it. So just be careful in your clinics as well if you're looking at using it for kids, that we have to have that, consent from the parents. Okay, so they were the things that I really wanted to cover off on. If you need them, there is the TGA approval I can show you. We are not really meant to share it, I believe, far and wide, but it is there. We also have the FDA approval in the back end, I believe, as well. So you can share that with people, particularly if the American market is the pre-launch right now. They'll be having all of these specials for America really soon. So if you have American people, and this is quite exciting because an MLM is usually started in America, it doesn't usually enter into America. So there's a massive market there as well if you can capture that. I know Emma's already talking to quite a few of her family over there. So hopefully we can get a good team happening over there as well. Now, I have something in chat. What I'd like to do is open up for any questions now. So if anyone has any questions of what I've said or any other questions, then please, let me know now. I have something in the chat. Let me just check. Oh, Megan said goodbye because she had to go. All right. Okay, so does anyone have any questions? No? I was just so clear in my explanations.
There you go. Go ahead.
Yes.
Hi, Paige. Just had a question about the devices, the maintenance for them. How regularly, do you know anything about maintaining them, like how regular?
I do not.
You need to check the devices? No?
Okay.
I do not know. However, let me just have a quick
out.
Because they're so new.
Yeah, let me just have a look in. I'm just having a quick look through the manual, but it doesn't actually say. I know that it has a 24-month guarantee. I just heard that yesterday also on a call that I was on. But no, I don't know that it would need maintenance, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but we can definitely find out.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Anyone else? No. Anne, did you have a question, honey?
No, I thought I did, but no, I think you answered it later on in it.
Okay.
No,
No worries.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't played with mine yet, so that'd be interesting to just get a little rundown on how to do that, just to be sure I'm going to do it right.
Yeah, and actually that's a good point. I'm going to be starting to run some videos that show how to do everything, and also covering off on a few of the troubleshooting things in there. So I'm just trying to sort myself out with a couple of things to do that screen sharing and stuff, so that I can start to share, the process, I guess, from go to woe. But there are things in the back end that can help you with that as well. There are videos in the back end that will take you through that as well.
Yeah, and I think that's where you answered the question. I'll remember to go to the back to look at that video, because
look at those videos, like and the welcome video you would have gotten to, and the welcome email.
Mine wouldn't work. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all the videos are in the back end, but I'm more than happy to take you through. And also, if you're new to the team and you're watching this recording or whatever, just talk to the person who introduced you, because they would have gone through it before you. So yeah, definitely. And I'm more than happy to help you with that, Anne. Definitely. Cool. All right. Well, if everyone is happy, I might just stop the recording now. Oh, and I guess the main thing is, if you do have people and you're interested in the upgrade special, it will start, I believe maybe Tuesday night, midnight, and we'll be running through to probably Thursday night, midnight. That's not confirmed yet, but generally that's the timings that they do. So I will be putting something up in the frequencies and flows group, but contact whoever's introduced you to get their member link and stuff to get you signed up prior to that if you're wanting to do that as well. So that's just a nice little sign off on that. And more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Okay, thanks for joining me.